So here's a thought. Maybe the reason you're under earning, burnt out, or constantly doubting yourself has nothing to do with your skills or your mindset, and everything to do with the fact that your entire feminine nature was demonized. And before you roll your eyes thinking, oh, this is just another one of those feminine energy videos, no. I'm talking about the way you were raised to believe that your softness was weakness, that your desire made you dangerous, that being magnetic made you manipulative, that resting made you lazy, that receiving made you selfish. So I grew up in a shame-based household where women were expected to behave like good little robots. Yes, keep your voice down. Don't ask for too much. Don't be too opinionated. Don't be too loud, too soft, too sexy, too ambitious. Basically, don't be anything unless it makes others comfortable. And then what? You grow up and wonder why you can't receive, why you have such a distorted relationship with reception, why you feel guilty for resting, why asking for more money makes you feel like an imposter. Why every time you show up online, you second guess if you're being too much, if you're taking up too much space? Because from the beginning, you were taught that the most natural parts of you, your beauty, your emotions, your voice, your hunger, desire, were all things to be controlled or corrected. You can't build self-worth on a foundation of tone it down. And we don't talk about how this conditioning turns into money blocks, money wounds. Because let me tell you something, if you were trained to be a good little girl, you were trained to struggle with shmoney, okay? Good girls don't ask. Good girls don't charge too much. Good girls don't rock the boat. Good girls settle. Good girls say yes when they want to say no. Good girls don't take up space. And do you know what that creates? Burnt out women who are overgiving and underpaid. Women who feel awkward receiving compliments, let alone large sums of shmoney. Women who make just enough to get by, then feel guilty when they want more, when they ask for more, when they ask for that raise. It's not a personality flaw, it's programming. The feminine was demonized, and they did a damn good job of it. You were taught to fear your own power, your own body, your own voice. You were told that desire makes you greedy, that pleasure is a distraction, and that your softness makes you fragile. You strip power by shaming the source of it, the body, the voice, the desire. And that's exactly what they did. Because if a woman is disconnected from her body, ashamed of her hunger and desire, and terrified of being seen, guess what? She's easier to control. She'll work herself into the ground, to the bone, trying to be good enough. She'll keep her rates low so she doesn't upset anyone. She'll stay quiet in rooms she should be leading. She'll play small because deep down she's scared to be powerful. You want to talk about money wounds? This is the root. You can't expect to receive overflow when your nervous system flinches every time you feel seen. You can't build wealth when you feel guilty for wanting more than diddly squat. You can't magnetize abundance when your entire identity has been built on being palatable, quiet, self-sacrificing, nice girl. It's absurd. And quite frankly, it's outdated. Because here's the thing, your feminine power is not the problem. Your desire is not the problem. Your softness, your rage, your magnetism, your intuition, they were never the issue. Control was. And let's just call it what it is. The demonization of the feminine wasn't spiritual. It wasn't moral. It was control. Foolish control dressed up as holiness. And now you're here realizing that all the things you've been trying to fix in yourself were never broken. They were just shamed out of you. And I'll be honest, that realization shattered the relational infrastructure in my own family. Because once you stop playing the good girl, once you stop staying silent to keep the peace, people get real uncomfortable. You become the mirror they didn't ask for. But I would rather be the mirror than the shell of myself. So if any part of you feels like you're always hustling for your worth, or like you can't sit still without feeling guilty, or like softness feels foreign, you're not broken. You're just carrying an operating system that was never meant to serve you. It's time to uninstall it. You are allowed to be seen. You are allowed to want more without explanation. You are allowed to take up space without performing it. The feminine was never the weakness, it was the threat. That's why they shamed it. But shame doesn't get the final word. You do. So here's what I want you to try. Next time you catch yourself apologizing for taking up space, whether it's through your voice, your body, your prices, or your presence, pause, ground yourself, put one hand on your chest, take a breath, and say to yourself out loud, I don't have to earn softness. I am allowed to receive. It might feel weird, it might sound very foreign. That's fine. Say it again. Say it again until your body starts to believe you. That's how you expand. That's how you rewire the shame. Not with a spreadsheet, not with a Pinterest board, with repetition, with awareness, with choosing not to abandon yourself in the moment it feels easiest to. You want to heal your money blocks, your money wounds? Start with how you treat your own power. And also take my free money wound quiz. It will reveal your main subconscious blocks around money, wealth, receiving, all that good stuff. So I hope this has helped you heal your relationship with money. And thank you so much for watching. Sending you love, and I will see you in a jiffy.